You're scrolling TikTok and find an intriguing video.
Welcome back to my...
But you notice something about it feels off. So you check the comments only to find out everyone is saying the exact same thing. That wasn't real. It was completely AI generated. And today that's a very common experience on social media. But it isn't just short videos that are AI generated, it's everything. From music, websites, and even the algorithm that brought you to this video. And as someone that's on the internet a lot, it's caused me to ask many questions. If AI is now writing, speaking, and generating, where is it learning this from? Can we trust anything on the internet now? And what happens when the internet is no longer ran by humans, but by AI talking to itself? So I made a new TikTok account to test how bad this AI pandemic really is. All right, let me pick a username. Danzy TikTok. Should work, I guess. Surprisingly, half of all internet content is AI generated, which is way more than what I would have expected. And it's one of the keys to understanding how trustworthy the internet really is today. So I scrolled 100 times just to see what this brand new TikTok account would actually get fed. And honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. What I found completely blew my mind. Now it's time to start scrolling, I guess. You see, TikTok works in waves. If a video performs well, it gets pushed to more people, and that cycle repeats over and over again. Almost all the main short-form content platforms work just like this. However, where AI comes as the issue is that they make this whole system kind of fuzzy. The AI doesn't need to be creative. It just studies what's worked and repeats it over and over again. Dozens of videos on hundreds of accounts. And eventually, the more they post, something will hit. But the algorithms on these social media platforms struggle to know what's real and what isn't. So they get pushed regardless whether it's human-made or AI generated. And to make this worse, it's not just the content itself, it's the engagement on the content that has problems with this. Fake views, fake likes, and even fake watch time. Some of these videos are hardly being watched by real people at all. It's just bots watching each other. And yet, if enough of those bots end up liking, showing support to the video, it will then get pushed to real people. All right, number 100. We got it. That was the longest hour I think I've ever experienced. I came to a total of 55 AI-assisted TikToks on my feed. That includes AI voices, AI visuals, and AI scripts. And that number genuinely shocked me because it didn't just exist on my feed, it was completely dominating my feed with more AI-generated videos than human-made videos. Because we've all seen the fruits, the Charlie Kirk memes, but I had no idea any of this content outnumbered human-made content. This conclusion led me to an even deeper rabbit hole of asking, why do people even make this content? Does it not take the soul and fun out of making videos? What's the reason behind it? To me, it feels like putting on auto-tune and claiming to be the best singer in the world. So this led me to become very curious about what the reason for all of this is. So I took to the internet to find someone that makes this content themselves and ask them a few questions. Does it make a lot of money?
A pretty substantial amount of money, I'd say. Ranges from 5 to 15k a month for me. Covers bills, pays my rent, and lets me afford to do nice things. Own a BMW, have a high-end gaming setup, and own my own apartment.
Interesting. How long do you see this AI content wave going on for?
I think it's here to stay, bro, for a long time. There's always some kind of new trend that people are consuming. As long as that trend continues, I for one will not be stopping.
How many views do some of these AI accounts get?
On the higher end, maybe around 100 million views or more a month, I'd say. It fluctuates depending on the time of year and many other factors.
Oh my goodness. So what type of content does this AI usually include for you, would you say?
Many things. The recent AI fruits to deepfakes, and many more. Depends what's in season, really. It changes quite often.
To me, these AI fruits are a very hot topic right now, especially with Sora shutting down recently, the company behind making lots of these AI tools for videos that we see quite often. I cover exactly why Sora shut down towards the end of this video, but these AI fruits have amassed millions of views, gaining 3 million followers in just 9 days on TikTok. But this isn't the worst that AI content gets, unfortunately. It gets much darker. As I showed at the beginning of the video, AI deepfakes have taken over every social media platform. But the biggest issue for me is anyone can can make them. Every so often, someone goes viral for doing something they just never did. From celebrities to regular people just like you, nobody is safe, and everyone seems to just be eating this content up. I'm constantly asking myself, what is real and what isn't? The concept of seeing something in video form and that meaning it's true is no longer reality. That's not viable evidence anymore. We all used to laugh about the concept of older people falling for AI scams. Now it's younger people falling for them too. To make this even worse, when you go on ChatGPT and ask it a question, AI seems to be so confidently wrong. And I have a theory as to why that is. So as we know, AI needs to be trained, usually on pre-existing things, often made by humans that are already existing on the internet. However, there's no fact checking what's real and what's fake when it comes to AI. It often seems to spit out the most popular answer to a question, which isn't always true, with no evidence to really back it up sometimes, which makes misinformation spread like wildfire. This is especially dangerous when it comes to research, knowing what's real and fake. And it's not just videos, articles, or research papers. I saw it time after time while scrolling on X, regurgitating the same wrong information spreading to the masses from AI. But something I found incredibly interesting about looking at these posts on X is the replies below. People aren't calling this misinformation or lies out. Instead, oftentimes the replies are completely unrelated and nothing to do with the original tweet. A lot of the time, them having these blue check marks, meaning they're making money from this, quite a lot of money from this. So I was even more intrigued and made a new X account for myself and started typing some buzzwords, looking for a graphic designer and video editor. And as I'm a full-time video editor and motion designer myself, I always see people typing these words out almost as swear words, with stars, dollar signs, and strange characters just to avoid all bot traffic. So then I hit post and waited 24 hours. I see a flood of replies all saying a very similar thing. The way that you can tell that these are bots is because of the weird wording. They're wordy, very wordy. And you can go to their replies and see how many other posts they've also wrote the exact same thing under. And the worst part about all of this is it's not showing any signs of slowing down. The company Sora, the one responsible for making the tools for many of these AI videos, recently shut down despite its popularity because they were losing over $1 million from it per day. They weren't directly profiting off of it, but that doesn't mean that AI is on the way of stopping. It's only getting more powerful. Another company is going to fill the void and do the same thing. I think it's only a matter of time until that 50% of all users being bots turns into 100 or 99% of the internet being just bots, or AI generated or assisted content.